seriously. You're laughing. You gotta fight, cuz.
Do you remember like a big dude that you were like scared to fight or squabble?
I was never scared to fight anybody. Now, having something like, well, I know I'm gonna get up real bad. That type of, it's happened, you know. It's a big mother. Yeah.
So you just tell yourself like this one's gonna hurt.
You know it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna hurt. But you know what? The more you fight, the better you'll get. And it's your respect is on the line. So take that beating or go in and fight hard. That's all you got to do. All I heard was blood constantly. And I still went in there. But as soon as I went in there, look, everything went silent. I said to myself, oh, cuh. I looked over, there were some young niggas my size, a little smaller. And I looked, see a mother about 6'6", 370 pounds, light-skinned, big mother, swole.
Oh, no.
He said, where you from? I said, I'm infant Crip Mac from 5'5" neighborhood Crip. He didn't fire on me, knocked me out right away. He said pretty much like this, hey, you either go get down with my young homeboys, you gonna get down with me. But my name is this and this of your hood, pretty much with a K. I said, I gotta get down. I came out my shirt, squared up with him, right? I'm coming in as fast as I can, try to hit him. It once. That motherfucker hit me so hard, I thought a hammer bust my whole face open.
Damn.
Like, I can't start swinging again. This motherfucker beat the fuck out of me. I mean, my whole face was busted open. Like, hey, I'm gonna let your homies know you're not a buster, blood. On hood. Now, the situation with yesterday, killed with the video of me on the floor, whatever, tell neighborhood Crip. Let's keep it 55th straight. The nickels I squabble with, you fight me with this DP shit, yeah? It's generals, nigga. It's homies that been in the penitentiary. It's homies that's big like me, cuz. Maybe a little smaller, cuz, but they strong on neighborhood Crip. So it go like this, cuz, on neighborhood Crip. When you get with a program, cuz, and you start winning, out here, cuz, it ain't no winning in the situation. Let's go ahead and keep it 55th straight. I would never say jail's fun, you hear me?
Yeah.
It's not fun. Jail's not fun, cuz, but at the same time, once you get there, hood, like cuz was saying, you're gonna meet a gang of enemies, you're gonna squabble them, cuz, you're gonna get your respect however the shit go on neighborhood Crip. And then after that, cuz, you're gonna meet some homeboys. In my King Five Fingers voice, you're gonna program, eat spreads, you're gonna work out. You know, you can deal with the outside world, you know, you got shit going on, but most times people in jail, they lose their sitch, they lose everything. It's like everything. Oh, hood. All destruction on neighborhood Crip. And we're here. Oh, hood.
I think I peed a little bit.
Get to the increments. Let me ask you, look at my guy right here, man. My guy. Oh, yeah. Got the, and what do you got in your sock, bro? You really think you still in the yard?
Oh, that's just a key.
You really think you
That's the house. That's the house key. Just in case.
The internet really thought he was gone. Hours after finally walking out of federal prison, headlines started spreading that 55th Street's most viral general had been smoked. No confirmation, no official statement, just a name, a rumor, and a word that hits hard in hip-hop culture. And just like that, celebration turned into confusion. But the truth behind what happened to Trevor Hurd, better known as Crip Mac, isn't just another rap death hoax. It's a story about how freedom can last less than a day, and how the system never really lets certain people walk away clean. Because January 30th, 2026 was supposed to be historic. It was his birthday, his 55th year on Earth. And after serving a 33-month federal sentence, he was finally scheduled to step outside as a free man. Supporters were ready. Social media pages were locked in. Clips of his past interviews were flooding timelines. The energy felt different. For once, the story had a happy ending. Videos started circulating confirming the release. Big platforms reposted it. Fans celebrated like someone they actually knew had just come home. You could feel that collective exhale. After years of jail calls, viral prison updates, and court dates, the general had touched down. But before he could even settle into that free air, cold bracelets were back on his wrists. Immediately. No week of peace, no celebratory meal, no quiet night at home. LA County deputies were waiting. A probation violation tied to the same 2023 case triggered a hold. And just like that, the birthday freedom turned into a transfer straight to county jail. The celebration posts were still trending when the rearrests hit, and that's when everything spiraled. But to understand why this was almost predictable, you have to go back to what put him in federal custody in the first place. September 2023. law enforcement recovered a ghost gun on him. Untraceable, no serial number. The firing pin was reportedly defective, meaning it couldn't actually fire. But it was loaded with ammunition. For someone with a felony record, ammunition alone is enough. The federal government charged him with possession of ammunition as a convicted felon. He pleaded guilty in April 2024. By August, he was sentenced to 33 months. And for a minute, people thought he dodged something worse. Because when federal authorities pick up a documented gang affiliate with a weapon, the word RICO starts floating. That's the kind of label that can bury someone for decades. Instead, he caught time. But not life-ending time. Still, probation was the shadow hanging over everything. And probation isn't freedom. It's a test with traps built into it. No drinking, no associating with known gang members, no being in certain areas, no activity that could be interpreted as gang promotion. Now think about that. His entire identity is 55th Street. It's tattooed on his face. It's in his Instagram handle. It's the brand that made him famous. How do you separate from something that is literally written into your skin? That contradiction is where the real tension lives. The system calls it supervision. But for someone like him, it can feel like isolation by design. So, when he stepped out of federal prison and county deputies were already prepared to pick him up, some fans weren't shocked. They were angry, but not surprised. And then came the silence. No new posts, no live streams, no clarification, just quiet. And in hip-hop culture, silence can mean something terrible. That's when the word smoked exploded across timelines. Someone misinterpreted the rearrests, someone else reposted it without context. A third person added dramatic captions. Within hours, entire threads were claiming he had been killed right after release. No evidence, no police confirmation, no family statement. Just assumption. The rap world has been conditioned to expect tragedy. Too many artists have actually been lost. So when a gang-affiliated internet personality suddenly disappears from social media, people fill in the blanks with the worst possible scenario. It didn't help that another case involving someone with a similar-sounding name was circulating at the same time. Casual observers mixed the two up, and once misinformation spreads, correcting it feels almost impossible. The word smoked doesn't even have one meaning. It can mean killed, it can mean high, it can mean embarrassed online. But on that day, people took it as final. For nearly 3 weeks, speculation ran wild. Conspiracy theories popped up, some blamed rivals, others blamed law enforcement. A few even floated darker mental health narratives, referencing his publicly discussed diagnoses. Meanwhile, the reality was less dramatic. But just as telling, he was sitting in county custody on a probation hold. February 2nd brought a court date that mattered. A judge had the authority to fully revoke his probation. That could have meant extended time. More months, maybe more years. This was the real cliffhanger, because probation violations don't require a brand new trial. They just require the court deciding you didn't follow the rules. And for someone whose fame is built on street affiliation, following those rules perfectly is almost impossible. But then, February 21st happened. And this time, there was no bait and switch. He walked out. Actually walked out. Footage surfaced of him stepping into open air again, this time without immediate cuffs waiting. The energy online flipped instantly from mourning to celebration. It was like the internet had rehearsed both outcomes and was ready to perform either one. Welcome home posts flooded Instagram and TikTok. Interviews were scheduled almost immediately. Algorithms did what algorithms do. They boosted the drama, the comeback, and the spectacle. But underneath the celebration was a deeper question no one could ignore. Is he really free? Because gang injunctions and probation conditions don't disappear just because the cell door opens. If you're documented as affiliated with 55th Street, your own neighborhood can be considered a violation zone. Associating with childhood friends can trigger scrutiny. Posting certain phrases online can be interpreted as gang promotion. It's an invisible fence, and the internet doesn't see that part. It just seems content. That's where the media criticism comes in. Some people argue that platforms built entire waves off his arrests, releases, and struggles, that every court appearance, every setback, every emotional moment became monetized content. Views spike when chaos happens. Engagement climbs when someone's freedom is uncertain. And whether intentional or not, the cycle feeds itself. The more dramatic the situation, the more clicks it generates. Meanwhile, he's the one living it. And here's the twist that makes this story bigger than one viral personality. His authenticity is what made him famous. The rawness, the unfiltered loyalty to his set, the refusal to water himself down for mainstream comfort. That authenticity sells, but it's also what keeps law enforcement watching. If he suddenly erased his gang affiliation, deleted the tattoos, and pivoted to a completely sanitized persona, a chunk of the audience would disappear. But if he keeps leaning into the identity that built him, the probation system sees risk. It's a double-edged sword. Survival mode kept him alive in prison. It earned him respect in environments where weakness gets exploited instantly. But survival mode doesn't translate easily into corporate brand deals and clean probation records. And that's the tension that makes his next chapter unpredictable. There are already rumors of new music. Post-release interviews are pulling serious numbers. Documentary conversations haven't cooled off. The attention is massive, but so is the scrutiny. Any misstep, a failed test, a social media clip interpreted the wrong way, a public association can trigger another violation. And mental health doesn't pause for fame. He's publicly referenced diagnoses that would challenge anyone's stability. Add the pressure of millions watching your every move, rivals still active, and a system waiting for technical slip-ups. And the margin for error gets razor thin. So when people ask, was he really smoked? They're asking the wrong question. The real question is whether someone built inside survival mode can ever fully transition into something safer without losing the very identity that gave them power. Can someone branded by their past ever step into a future that doesn't constantly drag them back? Right now he's free, walking, posting, talking, building again. But freedom for someone like him isn't just about unlocked doors. It's about navigating a world where every move is watched, every silence sparks rumors, and every headline can flip the narrative overnight. The internet almost buried him before the court ever could. And that says a lot about the world we're living in, because sometimes the most dangerous thing isn't the streets, it's the speed of a rumor. And in this case, the general wasn't smoked. But the machine that nearly convinced everyone he was? That's still running. If you want more deep dives that go beyond surface headlines and unpack what's really happening behind the spectacle, hit subscribe. Because in this culture, the posts are polished. But the truth is usually more complicated than the timeline. Until next time, stay sharp, stay critical, and don't let the algorithm think for you.